the banner and the pamphlet. Banner and the pamphlet, what the explicits that happens to. You know what I mean? Always hollering about what it happens to be. That's what I'll be saying, what it happens to be. I like that saying, so I happen to put that on the song that I rap and sing. The banner and the pamphlet, the mascot of the Musketeer, the very nice, I always say very nice, but then in between the rhyming line, next to the line is another line in between the guidelines, guidance of the guider's point of view. So at this point, I want to point out that all the pointers at the tip of the arrow, pinpointing whatever point it could be from point A to point B all the way to point Z. So Z all the way right back to point A, going back and forth, backtracking into the musical tracks and pasting back and forth, right? As the paste is set in stone, right? Although you move in the glue stick and it might be sticky glue, but as you know what I'm saying, the glue does arrive into the very nice dried up view. As far as the land goes, lots of the minerals is dried up, but lots of the minerals is moist because it may have rained, it may have did anything. So some of the minerals is half in the water and half out. Like half of the mineral, half the rock will be in the water. It'll be in a river, be in a pond or something, and half the other at the top of the rock will be surface within the air. And so you got entire rock. Half and half is a different dimension. So half of the rock is literally set in place swimming, you know what I'm saying, in the soil. So as we is rooted, as we is grooving, whatever type of grounds there may be at that time, or moving ground, which is wavy grounds, and the solid ground, which is, minerals of rock, soil, dirt, mud, whatever it may be. So with that being said, all these things I always just mentioned is always in my songs a lot of times. So I will be like switching up a lot of settings. Still to this day, I always, you know, put lots of things I never even said inside the song. So as I do that, it's speaking about, the storyteller telling the storyline of, what, the mind be wondrous that it is. So the wonderfulness. I was talking about that type of stuff and just, very deeply rooted into deep-minded, views and things such like that. So such as this, such as that, such an amazing amazement that we have, just sharing the intellect, the dialect of, dialing that very nice mind frame. So, just pulling together, pushing out whatever needs to be as far as the brain waves of the brainstorm, just one of my words is conjuring up things, just grabbing together, grasping is another word I'll be using. Lots of words that I'll reuse and reverse, and lots of things I just said I never said before. And so that goes on all the time. I always be seeing stuff I never even said before, and you say, well, as a mindset is set on certain ways and certain train of thought, and the process of different and the differentiality of things that just get there out of nowhere, and things that you also store there within the back of the mind and say, this is me, this has helped me proceed with my story, and just different storylines, settings, plots, themes, and the themery of the sceneries of Pictionary and visionary and vision, in a dialect of the tone and just moving, what I'm saying, as the vision you can read the language like that, and so as you go on and pinpoint each word and put it into arrow and narrow and what I'm saying, in a very world rounded and worldwide and globally way to be legible to what I'm saying, grasp and get the dialect and get the understanding of what narrative that the path is. I said it may be a narrow path and it may be a path that's just here to all the way on the other side of the overseas. You know what I'm saying? And so as we overlook and oversee and overshadow and we're mirroring, channeling, self and observing and being reflectors and reflecting with others, So with that, being said, I like to reflect my thoughts. I like to put my thoughts in order. I like to, share my scattered thoughts and the thoughts of, just me doing music. I always say that, always say that, always say that, again and again and again, that, I'm out here sharing my diaphragm, my dialect, and my intellect and intelligence we are, the brilliance we are, intelligent, brilliant, and so forth and so on. And so this is Ray with my sound of being sound, being, and fascinated with the word sound, sound of sound, just the noise, being, you know, just a burst of energy when you all the time energized, what I'm saying? And so as we regroup, recuperate, what I'm saying, and rejuvenate every clarity and clarifying the foundation of your craft, being crafty and being excited, being proud, and being that for each other and being that for self and being there, what I'm saying, is the songs, And so my songs out there, my songs is there, and hey, it's ready.